Hey everybody, Jeff Snow, Coastal Living Realty and Associates. Just another how-to video. We've been doing blinds in the house. You might have seen our previous video where we did the bigger one to show you how easy those were to save you some money. And you know, as all projects, we come across something that might be a little bit different, and most blinds are the same. But with this window here that we have the half moon in the top. We don't want to cover the half moon up, but for our office, we want a little bit of privacy here at times. So we're going to put one of our blinds here. And the little issue is that normally, as we showed on the other video, you have sheetrock comes all the way across, so you can mount the mount in there up to the top. These you can't mount to the sides. But what you can look at when you have windows like this, you have the frames. Okay. Now this is actually a finish piece here that would cover the gap between the lower window and the top window. So on your screws, you can mount it into this because it's not a tremendous amount of weight that you're hanging. So what we did is we make sure our screws aren't too long, and we have plenty of time, because most of these will come with short screws, and if you have to go get some, you know, everything can vary a little bit, but I could just mount it right to the frame itself. But what I have to do first is drill a hole, because it's metal. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark my holes real quick, and just leave you some space off of here, so you're not, so what I did is I'm just going to put the top to the top of this. That's just kind of my rule of thumb I'm going to kind of go with. So here we're going to actually and go with a smaller drill bit than the screw size, so it will have something to attach to. So there you go, one hole there. I'm gonna hold it right in the same spot. And plus, when you do your first hole, you want to make sure everything is okay behind it. So if you did have an issue where it wasn't going to work, you could put a little caulk in there and paint it, and no one's ever going to see that situation. Okay, so that shows you holes are drilled. You can do that. You can mark both. I've already mounted one just to make sure. So then you would just mark that side real quick, change your drill bit out, drop it down, put your Phillips head in. This is easy stuff instead of paying somebody to do it. It's just so much simpler. Okay, so I got this, and a little trick, because you know we always want to put the screw, sometimes they're magnetized, sometimes they're not, and it'll hold it. Certain screws will and some won't. Well, so with the two holes here, I just kind of hold the drill bit there to hold the mount in place, and then I get the, well, we'll get there, and then I put the screw in the other hole so I can get it started. There we go, one in. You got our two brackets are set. Now, unlike the other video, there's a decorative piece that covers the blind itself. So what we're going to do, and that would be this piece. So what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we find the front. We're going to look for the insert, so we know this is the front.
Let me show the insert.
That's the insert,
okay,
for the rod that will open and close the vent. So we'll know that these slip on real easy right here. It's a little clip piece. And you can adjust that once it's up. Main thing is getting it in, because you can't mount them once it's inside. Actually, on this half moon you could, but if you decided to put that on your regular windows, the sheetrock would be real close, so you couldn't get that gap in, or you couldn't get that through there. So you got to mount those first. So with that being said, I'm going to go up and See, sometimes you got to adjust. Matter of fact, with this one, since it's so deep, I just realized another problem. We are actually going to have to mount this beforehand because of
because you don't have the gap.
This sticks out further than the other one, so we're a little bit different. Everything can vary just a little bit. If it does, just slow down. You can figure it out. I can figure it out. I know you can. Whoops. And so what you do is, since we have to mount this piece first, there's a little groove in the middle.
Molly probably sees a dog outside.
So we're going to get this to slide on. There we go. And now we're good. Okay. Might be a little harder to get it to match and pop, but I think we can do it. So you see how the decorative piece is on the front. So on this one here, like most of the new ones, you're going to hook the top part first, not the back. That's where it's going to make it snug. So we're actually going to hook the top and then cock it like that, and it'll snap right into place. Okay? So a little harder to see, but nothing. And we might have to move the little mount for the front. There we go. Like I said, it came off, but you know what? We might be able to. I can come in with this one. Well, I just dropped all that off. So as you can see, everything's not always perfect. But guess what? It's there. I'll just get the clip. Clips back on. And actually everything's set. And we'll see if I can get this to mount. I don't know if it will or not. If not, I'm going to have to pop it back out. Some of these will snap. And yeah, these will close up. So my main objective is to there you go. So most of the time you need to mount that because you're going to have the sheetrock across here. You would never be able to get in there like you need to. So try to mount that. Sometimes they're, you know, a little bit, but overall we mounted this within, okay, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah,
okay.
8 minutes.
Okay, 8 minutes. So even if it takes you 15 minutes, it's such a savings and easy to do. Like I said on the other video, just so you know, if you haven't seen that video, the drawstrings, most of the industry is going away from them now. So these cost an extra $5 for no drawstring. Nothing that falls out when you pull it, it jerks it off the wall. Those types of problems. So all we do now, well, that one fell out because I didn't have it hooked properly.
You know what? I forgot to tell you. I didn't see you snap it in.
I didn't? Okay.
No, no, because you got doing the decorative piece.
Yeah. So maybe one side clicked and the other side didn't. Alright. Alright. So, you know. Try to be realistic on these because, you know, on them how-to videos, everything seems perfect every time. And when we do it, it's not always perfect. So, plus you get to laugh at yourself, and we'll see if we can get this to work right this time. So make sure both sides click, as my wife reminded me there. And guess what? We're set. Straighten the lines up from where I dropped it a little bit. So we're about doing realistic things so you can realize, you know, everybody has a little issue and you can laugh at the guy doing it, which my wife has fun doing. So We just try not to bleed. This will just, another click. I heard one click before, but I didn't realize they weren't both clicked, so that's why I pulled it down. But there you go.
Yay!
Close, open. We don't have some ugly lines hanging down here. And you have privacy when you want. You still have extra light coming in at top. And you're ready to go. So, hey, thanks for tuning in again. Coastal Living Realty and Associates. If you need any how-to videos, we're going to try to be producing those to help everyone out. And if you need a great realtor, Paula Snow can really do you a great job. So, y'all have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.